All right, everyone, welcome back to the Sooner Surgeon. We are here again with another commitment for the Sooners, back-to-back days now. And this one, another defensive back, Devon Jordan from Union, Oklahoma, right? This is a cornerback, four-star corner. He's 6'1", 175 is his height. And he visited Oklahoma a couple times. Most recently, he visited the 16th for his official visit. So this is one that Oklahoma beat out, TCU, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma State for top five player in the state of Oklahoma. If you haven't already, though, before we get into his highlights, go ahead and click subscribe. But let's go ahead. Let's get into Devon Jordan's highlight tape.
Yeah, Devon Jordan, guys, his recruitment's kind of been a little under the radar. You ask Devon Jordan, he would say he's the number one player in the state of Oklahoma. You got Danny Okoye. Both these guys really can make an argument, can make a case. I mean, he's pretty much a lockdown corner. You're going to see on some of these highlights. Also, great on special teams, has a few kick returns. But really, sometimes you're going to see in high school football, you don't hear a guy's name often. That's because no one's going to throw their way. And that's what the deal is with Devon Jordan. People just don't want to throw that side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, if they do throw over there, there's a good chance of either getting a turnover or for sure a knockdown. I look at him. He reminds me a little bit, just a comparison recently, to a guy like Gentry Williams out of Booker T, who's at OU and playing extremely well. I could see Devon Jordan, that same type, where he gets in there to OU and makes an impact pretty quickly because he's got the physicalness, he's got the size, and he's got the ball hawk, man. He's a ball hawk, and he's locked down. Like Jeremy said, he is a lockdown corner, kind of like OU's used to there. I say this year, especially with Woody and Gentry.
This is the second straight year that Oklahoma has got the number one cornerback in the state of Oklahoma. Last year with Jacoby Johnson, this year with Devon Jordan. So Jay Valai really making an impact on in-state recruiting at his position. And right here, this play right here, we've seen Oklahoma's defensive backs be very good at blowing up the screen plays. And you see Devon Jordan already being very good at that before he's even on campus. This is his junior season tape as well. So, he's made a lot of improvements since this season.
One thing that OU, you can just tell the way they're recruiting defensive backs right now, you're going to have to be physical in the run game to play defensive back at Oklahoma. And Devon Jordan is just that. You're seeing multiple plays on wide receiver screens. He's up there blowing up the receiver, like you said, and getting the defense and getting the offensive player down. Physical, and that's what OU loves to see.
Yeah, if you've noticed also, you said a ball hawk. When the ball is in his hands, you've seen 2 or 3 return game where he took it to the house. If he does get a pick, it's more than likely going pick 6 the other way, especially in the high school realm. He's played elite competition at the 6A level, best of the best. So he's faced competition, and all these highlights. You also see another thing, and that's kind of a common denominator. He gets downhill quickly, which is something OU is preaching right now. Get downhill quickly and attack. He's always in attack mode. Super physical guy, like his size. Gone are the days of OU recruiting 5'7", 5'8" guys at the corner on the outside.
Another Union DB that's going to be a Sooner. Look, I mean, Trey Brown, Patrick Fields, Jaden Rowe, and now Devon Jordan. Oklahoma's done a great job at Tulsa Union and getting, those great cornerbacks out of there. And this is going to be their third cornerback commit so far. They've landed Jeremiah Newcomb and Eli Bowen, and now they're adding Devon Jordan to that. This just makes for another very, very good cornerback class for Jay Valai.
Yeah, Jay Valai, what he's doing is pretty remarkable, I think, because
Brandon Hall's been a great recruiter at safety, and then Jay Valai's been an elite recruiter at corner. This Devon Jordan is the type of player where you have to go land him. In-state, very good corner. At Union, you got to go get him. And that's exactly what he did. So that's very, very big to go ahead and get that addition to the class.
Yeah, and TCU, I know he visited early October. You mentioned the date of the visit at OU, Brody. Maybe talk to us a little bit, but about this. I mean, it's kind of been under the radar. A lot of people maybe didn't think OU was maybe top on his list, but obviously after you can tell that it is. And again, one that's he would argue one and that he's number one in the state. But obviously, you mentioned top 5. I think he's 1A, if not 1, because of what he brings to the table.
Yeah, he was at the Oklahoma versus Tulsa game. He was at Chicken and the Wolf beforehand at K-Ref's pregame event. He was there, and then he went to the game after, along with Danny Okoye, who was also at both of those as well. So he's been kind of, we mentioned Grant Briggs. He's been kind of on the silent side of, keeping his recruitment on the low. Devon Jordan would also go into, that category. And then you have your guys that are not necessarily keeping their recruitment on the low. But Devon Jordan has kept his recruitment on the low. And on a Friday, he didn't really put like a huge announcement out saying he's committing at this date. He just upped and commit. So it's a big addition.
Yeah, it's something we kind of figured was coming, right? And just looking at him, depending on if he does early enroll or not, I think he's a guy next year can make an impact. I think he's that talented. I know they're getting deeper and deeper at those positions in the safety and defensive back, but with you look at his physicalness, the way he plays corner, and then also if you watch some of those highlights there, just his natural way to find the ball. A lot of those times he's reading the quarterback and made great jumps on the ball. So I think he's a guy that he's got tremendous upside, and I'm super pumped that he's a Sooner, man.
Yeah, Oklahoma is really only losing one corner this next year that they're playing a lot of time to. They've got a ton of young guys. That class last year with Josiah Wagner, Makari Vickers, and Jacoby Johnson. But here's the thing. When you're playing as many guys as Oklahoma is going to play and they have the competitive depth that they have, absolutely, Devon Jordan can come in and make an impact right away because they're going to rotate through guys. They're going to play a lot of guys, and they're going to give everyone a fair chance. If he's one of the top corners on this team next year, he'll be getting reps. So, you've seen the true freshman this year at that position already, get some good run. Possibly could see it again next year, but this is huge because this cornerback room, it has so much depth now.
I fully expect Devon Jordan at minimum to be on special teams early on because he is elite in the return game and even on the other side of special teams. But you said it. That's exactly right. The secondary is deep. We know what class they put together last year, and here they are again stacking another class on top of that class. Super exciting thing, Sooner fans. I'm sure there's going to be more coming your way as well. Make sure you are subscribed to the Sooner Surge and you've turned on your notifications. Devon Jordan is a Sooner. Commitment is in. Congratulations. And until next time, boys. Boomer.